Fast food is on a decline right now. All people want these days are their Arby's, their Subways, two of the most mid things in existence. Let me restore your memory to the peak of fast food, and quite possibly the peak of human existence. We have McDonald's lore. McDonald's has some of the most intriguing stories in all of fast food. This legendary 6-season anime has some pretty unknown things behind it that build into its expansive lore and storyline. This will be similar to an iceberg video where normally I'd explain McDonald's lore but just get more and more unknown as I go down, but I think I'm just going to talk about whatever I want instead. Number 1. McDonald's Wii U DS training game. EDCPs are e-crew development programs, essentially just video games to train your employees for the job at hand. They were released in Japan to my knowledge, or I just didn't look deep enough, but they're pretty much unknown as the McDonald's training games. It got a 97% good rating on Google, and I'm sure IGN loved this one as well. A truly interesting and well-received gaming experience to train everyone to cook hamburgers. This was originally made to be played on the Nintendo DS or 3DS, released in 2010 in Japan. This game was never out for long, and they never really did much with it to my knowledge. There's little to no info online about this, and seems kind of like McDonald's just developed this whole game and just ditched it completely. Kind of disappointing until the picture surfaced of someone playing this rare RPG experience on their failure of a Nintendo console, otherwise known as the Wii U. It doesn't look like they were able to get the thing to work, but thank you to the good people over at Reddit for making this. Pretty cool, guys.
A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
The Mystery of Grimace. Grimace is a character in the McDonald's manga that is understood by no man. The origin story of Grimace is unknown to us, but is truly probably where we see him develop into the man he is today. A giant purple blob. Thanks to the guys over at the McDonald's Wiki for this one. Just a side note, but why does McDonald's Wiki have comments? Why? Anyway, Grimace is a giant purple blob that had his first introduction in 1971. It's unclear what he really is, to be honest. Many of the McDonald's characters represent things like law, obesity, and taste buds. Apparently, this milkshake-stealing villain is a taste bud. So I wasn't exactly around for the prime of the Mystery of Grimace, but this Mick antagonist is literally just he's literally just a taste bud who steals milkshakes from kids in the 1970s. I mean, that's pretty awesome, to be honest. However, Grimace was silenced in 2012, was taken out of the public eye, and only appeared in Malaysian Happy Meal toys. McPizza. This is a quick one, but there is a real-life McPizza that exists in Orlando, Florida. The McPizza was tested in 1991 in about 500 locations. Never had the opportunity to try one of these, and probably never will, since the McPizza was discontinued in 2000. Except for Orlando for whatever reason. To be honest, the McPizza looks crazy. I can't believe McDonald's took this out of their stores. It's really a sign of McDonald's decline, if you ask me. McDonald's used to be a lot cooler. Their colors used to be so vibrant and fun. Now they look like a depressed school threat kid who goes and doesn't go outside all day and just reads stuff like Tokyo Ghoul all day. I really wish they still had this in stock over McDonald's, but if you were alive to try the McPizza, consider yourself lucky. McDonald's Land. McDonald's Land is pretty much just the entire lore story with a TV show and all. It has the characters and everything, pretty much just the universe in which all the commercials and TV shows existed in. It starred villains like Grimace, Uncle O Grimacy, and Captain Crook, but most of all, the Hamburglar. McDonald's Land was actually sued for plagiarism in 1973 for about $1 million. To be honest, I don't know who cares about this, because I can assure you the people who sued McDonald's, being Sid and Marty Krofft, had no characters who could compare to Uncle O Grimacy. Anyway, all the Mick commercials took place in this world, and soon the Happy Meal gang and Nugget Buddies became the two deities that existed in this popular anime. They started in video games like the Mick Kids and McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure. I think the Mick Kids is a hilarious title. Unfortunately, McDonald's had kind of abandoned McDonald's Land. Another sign of McDonald's caring less and less about their fan base. Also, before I end this segment, I just want to say shout out to whoever is making these names over at the McDonald's Land marketing team, because they're honestly hilarious. Mayor McCheese and I Am Hungry are some pretty hilarious names, and there's this dude named Vulture. This name has literally nothing to do with McDonald's at all, which is why I think it's hilarious. There's just some kid named Vulture in the show for no reason. Nintendo. My last one is that McDonald's used to have Nintendo home consoles in their playlands and lobbies up until about 2014 or so, I think. I clearly remember playing this Toy Story game on the N64 at the McDee's by my house, Probably one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. Like, not gonna lie, that's something from my childhood I genuinely miss. Like, that was so sick, just getting food and playing N64 GameCube at the McDonald's Playland. Probably would have started some sort of mega plague with all the germs over there, but still pretty cool. I found a few videos and pictures showing that a few locations actually still have these attractions at McD's, but not many do. It's a very rare thing that I do miss about McDonald's. Like, imagine if they did promos with the Switch when it was rolling out. For example, McDonald's Land Nintendo crossover. Uncle O'Grimacy in Smash. I genuinely think they missed out big time with this Nintendo collab, in all seriousness, but it's alright. I still respect McDonald's for doing it back then. So McDonald's has deep lore and stuff, pretty cool fast food place, and literally all these reasons make it better than all the fast food places now. In my opinion, fast food is not as great as it used to be, but you know, that's just kind of how it is now, I suppose. I do still enjoy some places, but nowhere just has the really, like, the marketing that McDonald's used to have. It was just so cool. I don't know why they, like, scaled back on everything so much. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. So, you know, if you guys did enjoy this one, though, watch some other ones. Thanks. I'll see you guys later.